Hey, I'm RT and welcome back to RTsWorld. So, today I have a very different minigame slash casino for you, and it's called the Mud Pit. And with the Mud Pit you will get dirty, I will promise you. So, what is this casino based on? What does it do? How do you play it? And why are there so many pigs inside? I know you want to get answered all those questions, but we will start first of all with why did I build it in the first place. So I want to make a fun little game where you have to ride pigs, and I didn't know really how to do it, how to design it, and I just wanted to design it that you have a stick with a carrot and you can ride a pig. And yeah, that was basically my my to-do list, and my expectations on this casino were very low, and I guess it ended up very well. So we have here this kind of mud pitty dirt-like casino. We have here two pigs in the front. We could also add in some banners that says like mud pit or something like that. And for example, we have here also this ring where you can walk on. You can also choose to go to the other side like that. But the very important thing is that this pig here at the bottom doesn't have any chance, of course, to go up here and escape the casino. If we trigger this casino, it says 2 netherite ingots, so the first one will do nothing, and the small hint is, of course, try to cover each row in 20 seconds. And we have basically here 8 total rows, and whoa, oh, I didn't knew that, so maybe I should remove it. Should remove that ladder. I didn't know pigs can climb ladders. So if we place in the second one, we have to be fast, so this kind of ringtone starts, you already hear it, and we can ride the pig, and as we ride it we will win here some items, as you can see here. So we try to do it as fast as possible, and of course there's always the option to simply do it by running around. But I made it on purpose very long, so 20 seconds is a lot. You can cover a lot of area in 20 seconds until the casino sound or the casino music shuts off, and then you won't be able to trigger any more plates. Of course you can run on them by yourself and simply, trigger the casino without the pig. But I guess it's fun if you play it, for example, on a server or on a cooperative server, where you just have fun and want to play with other players. It's much more fun to ride the pig with the carrot stick. What did we win? I simply will remove all those items here. We won this time 10 iron, 4 gold and 1 diamond. And it's not that good for 2 netherite ingots, which we paid, but yeah, it's nothing. It's still nothing short of some prices. So yeah, we have on the lowest tier iron, then gold, up to diamond, and of course netherite. And I will show to you how it works in the background. So first of all, it's a very huge machine, as you can see here. So it's not that small, honestly, but it's very cool. I like the design, and I also like the game mechanic, how it works. So the first thing, if you trigger the netherite ingots, basically if you trigger the insert system, they will get sucked down like that. So we have here just the first one, it will go to 18 automatically since it's an item filter. Your profits will be stored in this chest, and we put in the second one. We trigger here this circuit, and yeah, it's very loud here since there's always music playing, so that's indicating that we started the game. And now I will just try to wait, and the pig is running in there, I guess, because we win something. Yeah, you could. It's also an autonomous casino, so you could just choose by fate if there's someone, maybe that wants to just let fate decide how many prizes you get. Just do nothing, just let the pig run around, and after the casino resets, it will take some time. The entrance will open again, and also this slot will open here again, where you can put in the items. Yeah, it opened, and that also triggers a door mechanism. And this time we won. Yeah, we won more gold than before. So yeah, the pig is already better at the game than me. So yeah, where were we? At the light blue circuit. Of course, here just simply 2 stone swords to the left, 1 empty dropper to the right. If we place in the first netherite on the hopper, it will move 1 stone sword to the right. Second one will reach signal strength 3. Trigger the system here. The observer clock will start. Move all the items back, and the system can be triggered again. Here we start a timer with 50 light blue wool. That is equal to 20 seconds of on time of this torch here. And if in those 20 seconds we simply start this green circuit with a clock, where we just get a cycle cycled redstone signal that simply powers this music here during the time we can play. And it will also trigger the yellow circuit, where it extends this piston here that we cannot throw in any more netherite. And it will in addition trigger here this yellow line going into the light green line, which triggers our door. That's how the door gets triggered. And now we go to the white circuit, which is the reset circuit. Of course, you may notice that those pressure plates are connected to node blocks and then observers, so they will always be activated, and the pig will run around randomly if we don't play the game. So the first thing I want to do is reset the whole contraption. So if we play it, as you can see here, this redstone timer starts. We immediately trigger this downward facing observer row, which simply goes through all the reset rows in red. And what they do is they basically reset the casino. So if you start, it doesn't matter where the pig ran around previously, you simply start with fresh odds and fresh casino. And each of those pressure plates, as you can see here, there are many of them inside, and each of those pressure plates is connected to a node block. Maybe I can get in there. Maybe if I go to game mode spectator, we can see it a little bit better. Yeah, as we can see here, we have still here some spaces where no pressure plates are. There is some empty space. If there's a pressure plate, there's an observer tower, and it basically starts from here on. The first row is that one. So the most right one, we simply have an observer triggering here a dropper. But this one is now empty, of course, since basically all the pigs went over it. So we have here transferred them to the right already, since the pig is very ambitious of running around. If we go to the bottom, for the last row, the pig didn't transfer them yet. So usually we have items in the left dropper here, and if the pig or someone steps on the pressure plate, they will simply get moved to the right. There, a comparator will get the output of this dropper, power a dropper here into a hopper. The item will stay there and power this end gate of signals. And this is basically not an end gate, is the wrong word. It's basically a signal strength adder. So we have here at the top and at the bottom to top, we have redstone blocks. We have signal strength 15 here. We have here a signal strength adder. So for each dropper that you see here light up, we have usually one signal strength added, except when we're really lucky, because if you saw previously, we have here 8 items which are stackable and 1 item that is non-stackable. And for the non-stackable item, we have a signal strength adding of 3, and for the stackable ones, we have a signal strength adding of 1. So we have 11% chance of adding 3 signal strengths and 89% chance of adding signal strength 1. So if we get lucky, one hopper will add signal strength 3, but usually we have here 4 hoppers which are all adding 1 signal strength. So we should end up here with this subtractor comparator with a signal strength of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice. So we only triggered the first row, which is the gray one, which is iron. Here we would have gold, here we would have diamond, and here we would have netherite. And as you can see here, we have a different length, and it's a very complicated maze, but it looks only complicated at the first glance. So, for example, if we have that's a very long one. So here we have a very long redstone row. Here we have right beneath we have a much shorter one. So why is that? That's first of all because not each row has the same amount of pressure plates. For the longest one, we have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 hoppers, and therefore we have a signal strength maximum possible of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I guess I miscounted, it should be here. So if we reach a signal strength of 12, therefore trigger each pressure plate in this row once, we will end up with a diamond for sure. But if we are lucky and only one of those 12 hoppers gets us a stone sword into the hopper, of those droppers gets us a stone sword into the hopper, and we have 2 additional signal strength, we will end up with 1 netherite ingot, and that would be very great, of course. So for the row down below, we have only 4, 5, 6, 7 hoppers compared to the 12 here. So that's why we end up here with the signal strength of 7 and if we had 1 stone sword, so if we get really lucky, we can win the netherite ingot. So that's basically how it works, and that's for each row adjusted. So if there are many droppers or many pressure plates in a row, basically we will end up with a very long row of possible signal outputs, and therefore only the netherite ingot always 2 blocks more or 2 signal strength more, so we have to get lucky to win the netherite. And yeah, this game is much more about fun, since it's very complex and very complicated to build. For you could get much more profit out of other casino machines if you would want so. And what I did then was simply separate it out. So the first signal strength, so if you trigger each row once, you will end up with the price, which is the iron ingot. And as you can see here, we have here the at signal strength 1. So if we only trigger 1 pressure plate on each row, you will get here the gray line activated, and the gray line will finally activate here the iron dropper. And same goes of course for maximum signal strength possible, -2 for the gold, maximum signal strength possible if with the wool blocks only, without the stone swords in the hoppers, with the diamond. And if we get lucky, we can end up with the pink one. And I simply added all those purple, magenta and pink lines here into end gates. So we have here the purple line, here we have the magenta line, and here we have the pink line. So it's sliced up into 3 slices, as we can see from here. From here it looks very funky. And yeah, I simply spaced them out with observers a little bit. So we have here again some note blocks that simply trigger once. And we have here the end gates, getting all the signals up here to the corresponding droppers with the prices inside. And so if the pig now decides to run around here and just trigger some random items, as you can see here the pig would have triggered already the diamond. Yeah, nothing would happen because we have these pistons here extended. And if I now from here simulate that someone played the casino or put in netherite, we can see only if the casino starts, yeah, we can already see that the pig ran again, but only then we can win something. And yeah, as you can see here, the pig is really fast and running there. Great. So yeah, that's basically how it works. The pig now triggered a netherite ingot. I couldn't even do it, but yeah, unfortunately the pig was better in this game compared to me. And as you can see here, at the end we have here this kind of circuit. If the yellow circuit is if this hopper clock will get depowered, the yellow circuit will get depowered, it will reset the whole casino contraption once again. So yeah, you're pretty safe. Basically, you reset it twice before you play it again. So you're pretty safe as a casino owner that nobody can like betray you or get some free prizes out of your casino. And yeah, now we won, what is it this time? A lot of iron, a lot of gold, 2 diamonds and 1 netherite ingot even. That's great. So just putting it again, and now I will do it by foot. Like I try to get as many prizes as possible now, just covering 2 rows at a time. So I guess this line is missing, and then we're finished. So now I pressed every single pressure plate, and it should be possible in theory to get 8 netherite ingots, 8 diamonds and so on in each run. And yeah, this time I managed to get 2 netherite ingots back. So yeah, of course you could increase the price to 3 netherite ingots. It would be much more reasonable, I guess. But for the sake of this casino tutorial or this showcase video, I simply let it at 2 netherite ingots, since it doesn't really matter, since it's a creative world. So you could of course increase your spending, what the customer needs to pay, for the casino. And yeah, by simply adding here another stone sword and adjusting here the length of the signal that it needs to get to trigger this timer. And then you could simply charge, for example, 3 or 4 or even 5 or whatever netherite ingots for your casino contraption, and the customer would have to pay much more. So yeah, I hope this kind of fun casino showcase was also very nice to you. I won't do a tutorial yet on this one, except many people will basically ask me to do so, since it's much observer placement. It's rather boring to do a tutorial on this one. But as always, there is a world download link in the video description if you want to play around with this world, play around with the casino, play around with the odds and stuff like that. So yeah, you can simply download the world, play around with it, and feel free to modify it or so. And yeah, I hope you had fun watching this video. This one is not that multiplayer friendly, of course, and I always try to say that now, since some people basically hinted that not all contraptions are multiplayer friendly per se. So yeah, here we have a lot of observers, a lot of things going on simultaneously. At least we don't have much hoppers going on, so it should be no problem for most servers, but yeah, definitely not the most lag-friendly contraption, since we have a lot of observers firing, a lot of signals triggering, and yeah, therefore maybe it's not for everyone, but at least if you like to play a little bit of the mud pit, you can do that now, and you can also write your picks if you like to, or you just go there and run by yourself. So that leaves me just with one thing to say. Thank you for watching. Hopefully the content I presented to you in this video showcase was nice and enjoyable, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye!